Well, thanks to MRD out of Eastern Long Island for a great maintenance program for this Obsession 37-foot outer limits. B88 always does a fine job. MRD. Nice landscape there, Lake of the Ozarks. B88, number 1 in B class. There's Bob Bowman with the helmet cam on, as you can see it in the back. Looking around. And there you see some of the product there from the helmet cam. Nice shots. Looking downfield, looking to the right and left. Seeing our helicopter. Helicopter Inc. Steve Lieber, our helicopter pilot. Also special thanks to Gary and Nancy Johnson for their camera work. And Bob Bowman. MRD inboards. They sound excellent, doing their job. Going around the turn, B88 Obsession, number 1 in B class. Many spectator boats in the background, as you can see. Thousands of spectators always coming out to this race here in Lake of the Ozarks. 4-day festival. The highlight of the event, of course, this race. All right, we're on board now. B88 Obsession with Harry Turner and the crew. They are number 1 in B class. Bob Bowman providing our helmet cam coverage here. We're going to take these guys to the finish line, to the checkered flag. And they're done. They've got the checkered flag. They've got the win in B class. First place, the finishers here, and the winners in B. Harry Turner and the rest of the crew aboard B88, the Obsession Racing Team. And there you can see they're quite happy about it. A fine race by B88 Obsession. Beautiful day, as you can see. Blue skies, some clouds there, and they're giving the victory sign there. Fists up, arms up, and they're all happy about their checkered flag finish. Two great competitors there in B class. They've been at it since the green flag from the very beginning. On the outside, it's Mr. Technology. On the inside, Obsession. B88, as you see, Obsession with a slight lead over Mr. Technology. Very close, but a little bit lagging behind. Obsession, B88, 37-foot outer limits, powered by two 600-horsepower MRD inboards with Mercruiser drives. It's B88 Obsession. The driver, Mr. Harry Turner from East Falmouth, Massachusetts. Throttle man is Mike Fiore. Navigator, Bob Bowman. Bob has a helmet cam, and we will be going to Obsession in just a little while. There, as we look back, we see Mr. Technology. Obsession is currently in second place in the national point standings. U.S. Offshore second in Northeast points, second in the Central Division. Great race here going on right now between Obsession and Mr. Technology. This race is especially dedicated to the newest Obsession crew member, Brighton Scott Landers, Harry and Linda's first grandchild. Harry's brother John brought the rig and boat in this race. Thanks, John. Crew Chief Steve Ando did a super job as usual. Obsession B88 would also like to thank its sponsors, including the special graphics were artistically done by Bob Capwell. Also, Solomon Metals, CN Wood Company, Seaberg Truck Center, Shirt Works of Beverly, Massachusetts, All Welding of Lynn, Mass, Mobile One, and of course the great crew headed by Steve Ando and crew chief Scott Bowman and Ron Bowman and John Turner. Special thanks to loyal and devoted family, especially Harry's wife, Linda. B88 Obsession currently in first place in B class. This 37 outer limits is just eating up this rough water. No problems at all. We're going to go on board now. Obsession at the start at the green flag. Listen to their conversation.
We're looking good, boys. We're looking good. Looking good, boys. We're looking good. Oh. Doing good, Harry. Doing good. Comes that ballistic missile up. Oh! Where's the turn? Right there to the left? You'll see it coming. There's a buoy on the left, see it? Okay. I see the second one too, okay.
Same as usual on the turn.
We got nobody on us, nobody on us.
Same deal, tight? Yeah, tight. I'll slow us down.
Nobody on us. Slow it down easy, please. Attaboy, nice turn, Harry. Nice turn, nice turn. Nice turn.
Get us in a heading, Bob.
Right. Right about there, right about there. Right about there, Harry.
All right, are we going the right direction?
Yep, right on there.
Hey.
Doing good, boys, doing good. Oh. Oh boy. Whoa. Ha ha. Good timing there, Harry. Good timing. Oh.
We're doing some serious jumping. What we got for a lead? Where are we? Talk, Bob.
I'll tell you, you want to see that other guy jump behind us? Technology.
How far behind is Technology?
8 mile, 8 mile.
All right, where's Trapoli?
Can't see him, can't see him.
Break, you know?
Yeah, right.
Well, we know we can get by him.
Oh.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
As you can hear, some very unbelievable conversations going on there aboard B88 Obsession with these rough waters here off of Ocean City, Maryland. Obsession just dominating B class right now in first place and B, and very up there in the pack in the overall standings for this race. B88 Obsession with Harry Turner, Mike Fiore, and Bob Bowman. There on the outside, Mr. Technology. Very close behind, Mr. Technology, 34-foot Phantom B37. But in first place, B88 Obsession. Mr. Technology on the outside. It's a horse race. It's a horse race right now. It's been so from the very beginning, as we showed you before. But it's Obsession in the lead and holding that lead. Obsession, powered by two 600 horsepower MRD inboards. Marine Research and Development out of Eastern Long Island has a complete maintenance program for Obsession. Also rigs this boat as well. This 37-foot outer limits. B-88 Obsession. Nice throttling there, Mike Fiore. Of course, Bob Bowman, navigator, he is our man with the helmet cam. And one person who always has B-88 Obsession ready to rock and roll is Mr. Steve Ando, the crew chief. B-88 Obsession in first place in B and right up there in the overall leaders. B-88 a 37-foot outer limits. A lot of flying going on here in Ocean City. And there we see Obsession on the outside with a slight lead, but Mr. Technology picking up some room. Just tremendous jumps. There you saw on the outside. Tremendous jumps. Let's see it again. Look at Obsession on the outside. Just a tremendous jump. Unbelievable. These bumpy waters here in Ocean City making for extremely exciting racing here at the 5th and final national race of U.S. Offshore. We're on board now. B-88 Obsession. We're going to see that jump now.
Yeah. He's knocking it down. Where's Technology at?
He's on the inside, sneaking up on us.
He runs good in his head seat.
This 37-foot outer limits handling these rough waters unbelievably, very, very well. B-88 Obsession with Harry Turner, Bob Bowman, and Mike Fiore aboard.
Don't wait, uh-oh.
Just exciting racing here in Ocean City, Maryland. Phantom against an Outer Limits. Outer Limits has a slight edge on the outside. The way these boats are going right now, it could very well go down to the wire. There in the distance on the outside, Gifford Racing. We also have Arasaki on the outside, Gifford and Arasaki. But Mr. Technology and Obsession here on the inside, picking up some room. As you can see now, they're just about bow to bow. Great battle going on between these two boats, a Phantom and an Outer Limits. And now they're just about getting ready to pass Arasaki and Gifford Racing. And there goes Obsession, passing the two boats on the outside. Mr. Technology right behind. They're just screaming around this course, these two boats. First and second in B class. This is the Ocean City National Offshore Grand Prix, coming to you from Ocean City, Maryland. Fifth and final national race for U.S. Offshore. Back to a helicopter shot. There's the Obsession on the outside and Mr. Technology on the inside. Same place, same position. They're sticking to each other like glue. On the outside is Arasaki and Gifford Racing. There's Obsession now going around the turn in first place right now in B class. Right behind in second is Mr. Technology. There's Gifford Racing on the outside. Obsession now picking up some more space. Slightly picking up more of a lead. We're back on board now. B88 Obsession with Harry Turner, Mike Fiore, and Bob Bowman. All right, now let's ride along with this 37-foot Outer Limits. Number 1 in B and screaming around this race course here in Ocean City, Maryland. Mr. Technology right behind. Once again, our helicopter shows how close these boats are. And there is Gifford Racing. In B class was Mr. Technology and Obsession, the best competition of the day between these two boats. Obsession probably would have won this race if it didn't have any problems, but it did. So Mr. Technology took the checkered flag. Shockwave coming in second, but also grabbing the national championship. In Production A, it was Team Progression dominating A class, wide open with Joe Scrow and Peter Meyer being in wide open for the first time, coming in second place. Taboo in third. Taboo, your national champion in Production A. A great race, this 1995 Ocean City National Offshore Grand Prix. And now we can give you your 1995 U.S. Offshore National Champions. In open class, How Sweet It Is, Screamin' Eagle and Gifford Racing. In the modified, Utterly Fantastic, How Sweet It Is and Predator. In stock, Bodyguard, Sierra, and Burning Desire. In pro stock, Jaws, Euromarine, and Feelin' Wet. In B class, it was Shockwave, Obsession, and Dragon Lady. And in Production A, Taboo, Team Progression, and Cool Running. So, your 1995 National Champions U.S. Offshore are in open, How Sweet It Is. In the modified, Utterly Fantastic. In stock, Bodyguard. In pro stock, Jaws. In B class, Shockwave. And finally in Production A, Taboo. Those are your 1995 U.S. Offshore National Champions. Now your 1995 U.S. Offshore Northeast Champions in the modified, Utterly Fantastic, Predator, and Priority. In stock, Bodyguard, Burning Desire, and Sierra. In pro stock, Feelin' Wet, Euromarine, and Jaws. In B, Obsession, Buckshot, and Mr. Technology. And finally in A, Team Progression, Wide Open, and Taboo. Your Northeast Champions in the modified, Utterly Fantastic, in stock, Bodyguard. In Pro Stock, Feeling Wet. In B, Obsession. And in A, Team Progression. Those are your 1995 U.S. Offshore Northeast champions. First off, in the modified, Eastern Express, followed by Utterly Fantastic and How Sweet It Is. In Superstock, Bodyguard, then Team Extreme and Sierra. In Pro Stock, it's Jaws, Euromarine, and Team Irresistible. In B-Class, Great Lakes Caster, Obsession, and Shockwave. And finally, in A, Taboo, Team Progression, and Cool Running. So, your champions in the Central Division Great Lakes Trophy Series are in the modified Eastern Express. Superstock, we've got Bodyguard. In Pro Stock, it's Jaws. In B-Class, Great Lakes Caster. And finally in A, Taboo. Those are your champions in the Central Division Great Lakes Trophy Series 1995 U.S. Offshore. There's Obsession, B88 on the outside, 7 up the Uncola. Obsession was in the second start and already is past most of the boats, most of the sea boats. It's smoking around this course. We're only in maybe the second or third lap. B88 Obsession smoking around this race course here in this 1995 Key West World Championships. It's Obsession. B88. It's a 37-foot outer limits powered by two 650-horse-powered MRD inboards with Merc Cruiser drives. Aboard, it's Harry Turner from East Falmouth, Massachusetts. Throttlman Mike Fiore from Long Island. Navigator Bob Bowman. B88 Obsession. Now, this team organized and led by Harry Turner, owner and driver. Harry is a successful businessman on the North Shore of Boston, Massachusetts. Started professionally offshore racing in 1992. He was awarded Rookie Driver of the Year. And since then, his team and boats have been consistently at the front of the pack. 1995, though, brought together seasoned crew with new technology. The hull is a new design developed by Outer Limits of East Moriches, Long Island, New York. With the boat became the builder, designer, and throttleman Mike Fiore. Mike has racing in his background. He certainly has developed a name and place for himself, but considers himself fortunate to have Paul Fiore of Hustler fame as his dad and advisor. MRD Industries of Ronkonkoma, Long Island, has been building championship engines for many years, and the Obsession crew is thrilled to have their team on board. Now, as we head to Mallory Square, we can tell you that Bob Bowman is in that unique seat aft of Harry and Mike and carries on the navigation duties. He is a contractor from West Falmouth, Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Heading into Mallory Square, B88, there's 37-foot outer limits in the lead in B-Class. Harry Turner grew up on the waters of Cape Cod and has a way with the sea that can only be earned by experience. That, along with good business sense, has enabled him to put together an exciting race team with their focus on championship. In 1995, they were your Northeast champions in first place for U.S. Offshore, also in second place nationally for U.S. Offshore, as we see many, many spectators now in Mallory Square enjoying this 37-foot outer limits B88 Obsession, your leader in B-Class. Also, special thanks to the crew chief, Steve Ando, and also crew members Scott Bowman. Also, John Turner, Harry's son, for driving the rig and boat in with senior guidance of Jerry Daniels. Freeze Frame Video would also like to thank the Obsession Racing for transporting our equipment to this World Championships here in Key West. B88 Obsession, #1 in B as it goes through Mallory Square.